Hey guys, what's going on? Back of another video. If you do not know me, I am ThatOrangeGT, and today I'm going to explain to you guys the story on how I got Ford to buy back my previous Mustang GT. Before I jump into that, let me go ahead by saying a couple of things first. First thing I want to point out is, if you guys don't know already, there's going to be a Staying Mode subscriber meetup in New Jersey, so I'm going to post a link to that in the description down below, as well as the address. So if you guys are free this Saturday, make sure you stop by and you can see me, you can see Staying Mode there. I think Rated R Cars is going to be there. A couple of our Dodge guys are going to be there as well. So if you guys are in the area and you guys want to stop by and see a couple YouTubers, make sure you guys go ahead and do that on this Saturday. So with that being said, I do want to bring up a couple more things. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. It really means a lot to me, and it means a lot to my channel as well, and it means that you guys like seeing the content that I'm putting out. So if you guys like my content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. And with that being said, let's hop straight into the video. So some of the things I want to talk about is the buyback process for at least Ford, and I don't know if it's the same for a lot of other car companies out there. I know Ford, however, it's pretty difficult, and I'm going to explain to you guys step by step on how I got them to buy back my car. So if you guys don't know, I had a 2015 Mustang GT before this one, and it was a good car. I mean, I really loved it. I drove it for 3 years, had it for 36,000 miles actually, and honestly, it was a really long process, and I'm going to explain to you guys exactly why I got it bought back. So I really did like that car. There was a lot of issues with it, and it started like 2 weeks after I bought the car. So I was one of the first people to buy this car back in 2014, and it was actually the first one that came out of the dealership that I actually bought it for. It was a very early build number, so I sort of saw this coming. It had a lot of issues with the paint, it had a lot of issues with the engine, and the first 2 weeks after ownership, it failed to start on me. It just wouldn't start on my driveway. So we actually had to get the flatbed to my house, and we put it on the flatbed, and they towed it to the dealership, and they actually told me that they didn't know what was wrong with the car. So they said that it just started one day. They're like, it seems normal to us. If it happens again, we'll bring it back. So I took it off their hands, and it was fine for another 2 months. And then 2 months later, it had the same problem. It failed to start. So this time, they towed it into the dealership, and they claimed that they actually fixed the wiring harness on the car. They gave it back to me, and it worked for another month, and then it failed to start again. And that's when I got really pissed off. I contacted, Ford's customer hotline, and I'll get more into Ford's customer hotline later on. But let me just say, their customer service is absolute crap. And honestly, if anyone's going through this buyback process, I feel extremely bad for whoever has to deal with this process. But that's besides the video. So I contacted Ford's customer service, and they said that they're going to send someone out to check on my car, and they never did. But they actually seemed like they fixed it the third time, because I never had any more problems with it after that. And so I was fine driving it around. I was fine for another year until my hood started bubbling. And when I say hood started bubbling, I mean the paint on the hood started to actually go bad. And I actually contacted Ford's customer hotline again for that, and they were like, there's nothing we can do for you. That's completely normal. It seems like it's out of the element, so I mean, there's nothing we can help you with on that. And I complained, and then they finally decided to fix my car, and they repainted the hood at their body shop. And the paint quality was so crap. It was completely different shade of orange, and they decided to repaint it and keep repainting it until they seemed like they can get it right, and they just screwed it up every single time. The paint was absolutely crap because there was so much like debris in it, and you can see like scuff marks in it, and it was completely crap. So I wasn't accepting that car back. So I finally got Ford to agree to get a Ford rep out there so they can talk to me. And when the Ford rep came out, they looked at all my service records, and this is after 3 years. They finally met with me after 3 years, and after they saw all my service records, they're like, okay, this is what we can do for you. We're going to do a full buyback on your car, or you can get a replacement vehicle. And I decided to go with the full buyback so I can get all the cash back. And they actually had a 2018 Mustang GT, which is the one I'm in right now. exactly the way I wanted it. And this is pretty much a fully loaded Mustang GT with a manual transmission, so it doesn't have the 10-speed. I didn't want the 10-speed, and that's a completely different reason why. I just wanted the manual, and yeah, they had the exact car that I wanted, and I decided to, you know, just go with another Mustang. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go into another Ford product because Ford's customer service is completely crap. They could handle their customer service so much better, and if they think that their product is really good, they should at least stand by their product, but they can't even do that. So, which is why I was very hesitant getting back into another Ford. And if you go to any other service department, at least with the cars that I've owned, if you go to, let's Volkswagen, for instance, if you go to Honda, if you go to even Hyundai, like, they give you way better customer service than a Ford dealership. So, I mean, it has, I guess, its plus and minuses to each one. But with that, I mean, if all this being said, if I'm paying 50 grand for a car, I expect to at least have some decent customer service when I take it in to get service, and not be questioned about it. But some of the story is, it took 3 years to get my car bought back from Ford, and I finally decided to do the buyback. So that's why I'm really hoping that nothing goes wrong with this 2018 Mustang GT. Right now, I have 9,500 miles on it, and no problems whatsoever. No problems with the paint, no problems with the engine, no problems with the transmission. So I'm really hoping it stays this way, and you know, it's just easy ownership from here. And I really do hope I can supercharge this car in the future. It's been a long time goal for me, so hopefully I can get it done. If I can't get it done in the next year, I might look at getting into a different car. But so just give me till January, and you're gonna probably see a supercharger on this car. Before I end the video, I want to go into a couple of channel updates. So I am going to be moving, so it's going to be a little change of, I guess, scenery for my car, but it's going to be an awesome road trip, about 1,500 miles. So I'm going to try to videotape the whole trip. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And I am going to Mustang Week with a couple YouTubers. You guys are going to have to definitely subscribe for that, because it's going to be an awesome time over there. So much cars. It's going to be so much burnout, so much racing, and just a lot of hanging out with a lot of cool people. So just make sure you guys go ahead and not only stay tuned for that, but I am going to be going, again, I'm going to bring it up, the Staying Mode subscriber meetup. So make sure you stop by Staying Mode subscriber meetup and meet up with me over there. Look forward to seeing everyone over there. And I guess with all this being said, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap up the video. If you guys have any comments or any questions about the Ford buyback process, you guys can feel free to message me into the comment section down below, and I'll try to answer everyone's questions. And I do try to answer everyone's comments. I do read them, the good ones and the bad ones. So I really do appreciate everyone's feedback. It really does mean a lot, and it helps me improve my videos a lot too. So I do read everyone's comments. I do try to improve on each video with, you know, with all the suggestions that you guys make. So I guess with all this being said, make sure you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe down below, and I look forward to talking to you guys next video.